Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, it's episode 4 of creating a brand new Utensils album. We are going to destroy this song today. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Jade and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing good. Good diddly do. Feeling it today. Leela got us off to a great start today for the day. What a phenomenal performance. If you don't know this cheeky babe, Rides of Dark Leela, she performs is it Wednesday where you are? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Every Wednesday before this show, she does shows on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but in particular, live streams and live performances, they're just off the chain, and I'm surprised this guy's even alive. Just surprised. Look, heart fluctuations. We thought it was over. Over Red Rover for you. Speaking of Red Rover, holla. It's G-Me. And G-Me's in the house, and Ali's here as well. Joe Glenn, Audible Video, Thomas Christ, slinging links like the gunslinger that he is. I had an awesome phone call, well, a StreamYard chat with this man right here yesterday. The Camp G-Me, very exciting about a whole bunch of things he has coming up on his channel. He's always got cool stuff coming up, the jammies. We've got Country Fest, heaps of cool stuff. Lots of great artists going to be playing. You always get to jump the line, G-Me. Boom. Oh, I am really enjoying this new format of being able to get up in the morning and just make music with you all instead of do tutorials. I get that pleasure at night and stress out of my brain. Chris Lane Sr., welcome to the Patreon, Chris. I can't wait to start mastering your music, my friend. Kim Harden Hudson is in the house. She's chopping zucchini that she made out of little kids. Hang on, I read that wrong. What's going on? No, I'm chopping zucchini. I love you kids. What's going on? I think I gave away a secret there. I'm excited. So today we're going to get to destroy a song. So what is Utensils? Well, let me before we get into that, let me tell you a few other things. So if you're new or you're old like me, there's been some changes here on the channel, yeah. And we used to do a live stream here every day at this time, and they were normally tutorials, but that's out the window now because I am in a rhythm at the moment, and it's really, really cool. So last night we dropped another tutorial, or last night for me, midnight, 3 a.m. They normally drop the videos almost every day. 3 p.m. in UK, 10 a.m. in New York, and 7 a.m. in LA, and midnight here they drop. And last night was also one of those, and we dropped Gorilla. It's a bass suite, and boy, is this thing mean. If you are a metal bass player or even a clean bass player, this thing has the guts. And if you are a Patreon and you're a member for over $5, you got a chance to win some copies. Like most of the apps you see, nearly all the apps, in fact, all the apps I've covered this week, including one more coming up later today, that will have giveaways as well. Plenty of giveaways, so that's cool. And there's the Patreon right there. So I'm sure we can't wait for Sunday that we get to welcome Chris into the Patreon. The initiation begins. Oh, shit, I forgot to tell you about the initiation, didn't I? There is no initiation, I lie. All right, let me tell you what's going on, because this is the last time you're going to see me on a live stream until Saturday. What? What is this madness? Yes, it is true, because tomorrow we have our first pre-recorded interview here on the channel, and I'm very excited because I edited all down last night, and man, I don't know, I'm really digging this pre-recorded interview thing because you can really put a lot of work into it and put a lot of B-roll in there and really make it look nice. So tomorrow we have Katie Underwood, and she is just a pop star. she's a celebrity. She's an award-winning artist here from Australia. She was in the band Bardot. I mean, she's actually living the dream, making money from being a musician, and she is a musical healer who uses Tibetan singing bowls and chanting and stuff, and you're going to love her. It's a beautiful interview. It's really cool, very inspiring. I know Ali's going to love it. So that's happening tomorrow. So it will be a premiere. I will be in the chat to hang out with you all, but I will be traveling to film Walk With Me, and I'm heading to the Banksy exhibition to check out some Banksy art. And we're going to take a peruse around Melbourne. We're going to go and find some cool coffee shops and eateries and hidden places around Melbourne while we're walking around before we get to the Banksy exhibition. I'm pretty pumped about that. So we will also have the update. Will be another pre-recorded show. And I won't see you until Saturday, US UK time, for another live stream for the opening hour. But it's going to be a little bit different. Now, I had planned to do a thrash metal show last weekend. That got canned because my voice just isn't up to it. I'd moved it to this week, but it's going to be something a little bit different because my girlfriend is staying over here for the first time. And she'll be sleeping over here Saturday night. And I'll be getting up Sunday to do the opening hour, my time. And I think she's going to be downstairs having breakfast, so I don't think thrash would be the kind of music I really want to do. So maybe we're going to sing songs about love, baby. All right, I've waffled on way too long. But thanks for hanging out. So what are we doing today? What is Utensils? Utensils is one of my bands. You can find out about Utensils on my website here at jadestarr.com.au. If you go to noise over here, you'll see all my artists are on this page, and Utensils can be found here with the big I. And there's a lot of music. I've been making music in Utensils since 2000, and a lot of different albums. Every single thing I put out under Utensils is a completely different kind of band. You can find all the stuff on on Bandcamp. Not one album sounds the same. It's like a different band every album. And this one's going to be no different what we are working on today, because let's give you a catch up on what this album is all about. So the premise is I'm building from a story. So the story is that this is about a woman who has a family. Her life is really good. Everything's fantastic. She has a medical emergency. Everything's kind of okay. But she gets misdiagnosed, and they put her on a bunch of pills, and everything goes wrong because of the misdiagnoses, and she ends up losing her mind and being put in an asylum to rot. It's a horrible story, and left alone to her nothing. Nobody comes to see her, and her mind just becomes fuzz. And that is the concept of the song. And it is, I have decided now exactly how many tracks. So it is 5 tracks, and it's the same track each song, but as the song gets replayed along the album, the track gets more broken and distorted until it is just mush. But it's the same song all the way through, just using a whole bunch of the amazing apps that I've shown here over the years to put together something fucking wild. And we have already got the original track, so let's oge over here. And we've already got 2 of them. Today we're going to hopefully work on number 3 and 4. Let's play at track 1. So this is the basis, the opening track. Audible video, Jesus Christ. Really? There's a few of us who will laugh at that. But anyway, let me shut up, play this. And so the album is called Forgotten. Let's play it. And then we'll play the second one, which we worked on last week. And then we'll get into the third and hopefully fourth today. Before we send you off to Thomas Christ, let's oge. Alrighty, so I'm not going to play the second one through all the way. It's just so you get a catch up on how the song sounds. But Project 2, we'll play a little bit of it just so you can hear how things start to break up, and the pianos are starting to reverse. There's scratching starting to happen in the track. So we'll just drop this out of here and we'll play a bit of it now. Alrighty, so if we separate these, you can hear there's this crackling going on. This one has this reverse happening. And the strings have a bunch of crackling. You can hear this as well. So a different type of crackle, some needle drops, some dust. And it's more distorted. As this is representing a mind losing itself. And the last one is the bass that has this weird kind of reverby texture going on underneath. It's got this wobble using things texture. So it's using these grains to kind of warble out this bass. All right, so those are those tracks. Now what we're going to do to continue this is get out of this project and then duplicate and move on to track 3. Now track 3 is now the middle track of the album. I've decided to keep it at 5 songs because I want a middle point. And 6 doesn't give me that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there you go. I want it to be even, and 5 is my favorite number anyway. So 3, this is the middle track that we're working on today. And I've just opened it because Logic just doesn't make it easy, does it? Hold down and duplicate. So now this is number 3. And we're going to start off today by using an app called Noises. And we're going to introduce a brand new audio track down here and bring in Noises, because Noises you can't really attach it to a track. It has a mind of its own. It's going to create its own kind of noise. Why can't I add it in here? Do I have to add it as an effect? Oh, I have to add it as a MIDI track, don't I? Whatever that means. Noises. Straight away, you'll hear. Now this ain't what we want. It's a bit too bonkers. But this kind of is. And we can trigger this and we can get this to move. So Noises allows you to put all these different samples in here. And we can actually animate this. We can turn it on and send it on a trip. So it will go through all these. We can slow it all the way down. So very slowly it's going to come through here. We can add some fuzz to it, which we'll do that, I think, later on. Hi, Tremor Bear. But for this part, I think we just keep it not fuzzy. So it's a very even slide around here. So we can set this to the host. Let's see if we can find something else, because I'm sure there's a patch in here that will... See, that's going to be good later. I'm probably going to use a bunch of these. That's the one I want. Really deep, and as we get further into it, we can find a higher one. That's nice. Really low hum. It's exactly what I was going for. So the speed's not really going to matter with this too much. And we want to give it some Riz. So we're going to use a couple of the apps that I reviewed this week. And where are we? We got Surreal Machines. That's what we're looking for, aren't we? Surreal Machines. Because we've got diffuse, and already, wow. Perfect. So we've got a nice little hum under here. Now, this can't really record anything in, right? But I can record it in. Let's show you how to do that, because this is a MIDI track, and the way this app works, it doesn't allow you to play notes in, but it can only be loaded as a MIDI track. So we're going to have to create another track in here. So let's show you how to do that. We're going to hit the plus up at the top here. We're going to create an audio track. I'm going to send this sound over to this audio track. We're going to do this by going up here to our mixer, hitting the plus, and we are going to... Here's our new track, and we're going to create a send over here, and we're going to create a bus, and that has made a nice little bus for us over here, an auxiliary one. And then we're going to send this bus here, we're going to send the bus to, boom, and hit record, and we should be able to bring up the volume, and now you can see this here is going over to our bus, and then the bus is sending the sound into an audio track, so we can now record this in. So let's do that. It's a pretty consistent sound, but then it means I can remove the app later on. But I'll have to play the song through. So let's do that now. And you can see now we're recording this hum into a spare vocal track, into a plain audio track. That was kind of cool. Did you notice how the frequency shifted deeper there as the change? That was unplanned. This is the good stuff about this. It's going to be unplanned mistakes that turn out to be not mistakes. Because the beauty of stuff like this is that it's there's no rules, and that's what my project Utensils is about. No rules. The minute you put rules on Utensils is the minute the project is over. Hey, Russ. And I think with the main piano track, we're going to try and really glitch this out, chop it up into pieces, maybe reverse a couple of sections. But I think we'll do the chopping in the next version. I think just with this, we'll try and fuck it up as much as we can with effects. Trust me, there is no shortage of effects here on How to App on iOS. I've been doing this 4 years, and I have way too many apps. So I'll tell you the truth, the whole idea behind this song is to try doing something and using all these apps. Hobbs, what is happening? And Michael, aka Zealand, good to see you as well. Hope you are both well. Brad's away today. I think Brad just posted a video. He's getting 2 tattoos. Brad is getting tattoos right now. He's going to be covered in tattoos by the time he gets back. So I think for the end of this, we're going to let this sound ring out a little bit once that last note rings. So we've got a bit of tail to play with as the song goes on. Because I think by the last track, we want to have a long tail, have a huge tail kind of fade out. So we'll give it like, I don't know, 4 bars of tail. Brad's new tattoos are Banksy. He's getting covered in Banksy artwork, and ironically enough, I'm going to the Banksy exhibition tomorrow to film Walk With Me. How cool's that? All right, we're at the end of this song. I love those little reverse bits at the end. Look, they're still going. All right, that'll do. Awesome. So now we've got our vocal track. We can add effects to this later on. Now we don't need this track in here because we don't. It's done. So let's delete this track. Gone. And now we have our noise. We'll keep this auxiliary channel open in case we want to send anything else over there. So intentionally I recorded this as a mono file up the middle because that means I can add some more noise in and spread that out with another track. All right, let's focus on this piano track here. We've already got a bunch of effects on here. Now we want to wash this out a little bit now. I'm going to use diffuse again. Straight away, man. Because give this some spread. Bit of rectify in there. Now this regen there we go, we're getting some warble now. Okay, for now we'll just sit on that. Let's come back here to the start. I'm going to just run through. It doesn't make it easy, Logic, because they have everything listed as developers instead of apps, which sucks. Oh. 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 We'll run through some presets, see what we find. Let's solo this. So with this one, you can see we've got some, I'm going to bring this up. We're getting a bit of distortion in there, like some, hear that? So it's starting to get fuzzy because we've got some stutters down here. I'm going to introduce a bit more of the stutters and some reduct. We're going to pull out this noise. It's a bit loud. It's not meant to be that loud. You know what? I'm not going to overcrowd it. Nice. So it's just breaking up enough. So let's go over to our strings. But there's an opportunity here with the strings. Whoa. All right, let's have a listen to this. So these strings are getting absolutely cucked right now. Let's have a look at the bass. I kind of want to smear the shit out of this. I want this bass to get kind of just smeared out and spread, so it's becoming like dirt, like jam, like molasses. Oh. You know what? No. I know what I want. Hey, Ed. Like that. So it's getting further and further away. Oh, I hear that. The piano kind of skipped a note there. Let's focus on this. We can find something in other desert cities. Let's go back to the start. Welcome, Frank. Hey, Ed. So magnetic is probably a bit too harsh on this. We've got. Hang on, where are we? We're on the wrong one. Let's go back in there and undo that. So we've got this diffuse in here. It's probably a bit too long. That's better because there was a bit too much swell on that. There's already so much reverb. Let's come back to the beginning. We'll unsolo all these. Oh, we forgot to run the ad. Let's do that quickly. Every day we run the ad here on the channel. Boom, 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 boom. You can avoid the ad by becoming a YouTube premium subscriber. Or just skip the ad. The ad's been run. Boom. Remember, my friends, tomorrow, very excited. First premiere for an interview. And guess what? Let's just break the news now. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but last night I was confirmed another big name. Big name. Huge artist for next month coming on the show. Pre-recorded interview, because we're going to have to do these pre-recorded interviews to get bigger artists on the show. But this is happening tomorrow. First time premiere interview. All right, let's get back over here and at least get a start on this next version. So let's have a play. So broken. Hey, Frank Terzo. This song has become so broken. I love it. All right, we're going to hold it off there. There's number 3. So that's our midway point. Let's do a start at least today. On the next one, we're going to duplicate this, and shit's going to get messy because this is the second last track. Okay. I'm going to introduce a brand new track down here, and I think we'll have to use a MIDI track again. And we're going to go to audio thing because guess what? They make great apps. Instruments. What do we want? Audio thing. No. Let's do a. Let's do an audio track. And I'm probably going to bring in wires. Wires? Was it wires? I think we'll bring in wires. Yes. Okay. Now we need to have something on here. Is this how, is wires a, give me a sec. Right, so it is a, shit together. Have I got something soloed? No, nothing soloed. I'm going to leave that there for, oh, we've got to have record hit, don't we? What have I got? Whoa. Why have I got no sound? Good old Logic. We need to give it a reboot. Something like that, I guess. Thanks, Logic, for doing your thing. Whatever happened there. All right, we've got wires here. That's kind of what I'm looking for. We're going to go in here and mess with this track. Let's try and break this up as much as we can. That ain't going to work. So what we're going to need to do with this is do another bus. We've already got a bus, so that's cool. We can send... create a brand new track. We want to go to here. To 6 to 7. Okay, we'll do that last. That's how we'll wrap up the show today. So we can record that in. Let's get back into these parts here for a little bit. We'll focus on this piano here for now. Where are we? This piano. Oh, yeah, that's the shit. So we're going to need to... Might take out some of this, these cracks. They're a bit loud. So we're at the end. We've got 5 minutes, so that'll be enough time just to run through and record this into this track here. Just going to take the volume down a bit. All right, we just need it loud enough, so it's going to be overbearing for the song for you to hear this. And then we'll get out of here, so I'll say goodbye now, shall I? Up next is Thomas Christ playing your music live. And thanks to those who have decided to hang out today, all 12 of you. I know it's not exciting stuff. You know, I'm not playing your music. Anyway, let's go ahead and record this in. And then we'll get out of here. I'll dump you over at Thomas Christ. All right, let's hit record and see how this goes. And hopefully by next week, I'll turn this down while it's recording its bit. Hopefully by next week, we'll have this one finished and then the last track. And then the week after that, we'll be mixing and then mastering and putting all this together. And then we'll be doing the artwork as well, because each song will have its own artwork. I'll release them all as singles. And then once they're all released, we'll put them together in an album. And then what I'm going to do after this is all done and released is we're going to take the entire song in its clean form and I'm going to add vocals to it, some really nice vocals, and we're going to tell the story of what this is actually about and release that for Dread Circus, and this album will be released for Utensils. So it'll be two separate projects of mine releasing the same music but telling the story in two different ways. So that's the whole concept. Also, keep an eye out possibly tomorrow for a new clue for the other album that I'm working on. There will be a new clue drop tomorrow. If you've been following along, we've had 3 clues drop for the other album I'm working on. And we'll also be continuing on the version of Adam Burse's song that I started yesterday, next week. That should be cool, McCool. Now turn this down. It's going to get super annoying by the end. In fact, the last version of this, you will barely be able to hear any of the song. It'll just be this wash of spread and noise. Like it is meant to be that way to give you that feeling. And I mean, the really fun part about this is going to be mixing it and panning it. We have stuff like the what's that pan app? Pan, it's called something pan, where it will rotate the pan around 360 degrees, and will really create some wild stuff with this track in the end. So if you're listening on headphones, it'll hopefully screw your brain up. Yeah, Peter Pan, that's him. He's a distant cover of Repeater Pan. You know, that person who always tells the same joke over and over again? That's Repeater Pan. We're almost at the end of this. So this sounds really loud now. But it won't be that loud in the mix. It's just because we're dumping it from this track here into an audio track so we can mess about with it. Leave it on the background. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to go. Let's do it. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to say goodbye. Dump you all over at Thomas Christ. Please come on watch the interview tomorrow. We put a lot of work into this interview, so I hope to see you there tomorrow. Come and check out this artist. Come and talk about some healing, music healing and stuff. You're going to love it. All right, let's get out of here, do the things that make you happy, mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together and stay awake. There will be another tutorial drop today as well, so keep your eyes out for that. Let's get out of here. Let's Oja.